The little town of Bethlehem, a quiet place, a humble place. But this little town held a big secret. The king was born. Jesus, the Son of God, came into the world. Bethlehem was special. God promised this place long ago. It was the city of David, the great king of Israel. Now a new king was born in David's town. Jesus, the promised Messiah, had arrived. He came as a baby, small and helpless, but he brought big hope. Far away in the east, wise men studied the stars. They were looking for a sign. A special star appeared. It told them a new king was born in Israel. These wise men were determined. They packed their bags and began a long journey. They followed the star all the way to Bethlehem.
The star stopped over the house where the baby Jesus was. The wise men were overjoyed. They found the king. They knelt before Jesus and worshipped him. They brought him precious gifts, gold, frankincense, and myrrh. These gifts were fit for a king. They showed Jesus was special. He was precious. He was worth more than gold.
King Herod ruled in Jerusalem. When he heard about Jesus, he was troubled.
A new king, but I am the king.
Herod was a jealous and cruel man. He didn't want anyone to take his place. Herod called the wise men to him. He pretended to be interested in Jesus.
Tell me where this new king is.
Herod had a wicked plan. He wanted to find Jesus and kill him. He wanted to stay king no matter the cost. God protected his son. He sent an angel to Joseph in a dream.
Take Mary and Jesus, flee to Egypt. Herod wants to kill the child.
Joseph didn't waste any time. He woke Mary up. They quickly packed their things and left their home. They traveled by night while Herod's soldiers searched for them.
We must go now, Mary. It's not safe here.
Joseph trusted God. He knew God would keep his family safe. Even though the journey was long and dangerous, Joseph obeyed. He knew Jesus' life depended on it. And so, they escaped Herod's wicked plan. The journey to Egypt was long and hard. Mary and Joseph were tired. They missed their home. But they knew they couldn't go back. Not yet. Herod was still searching for Jesus.
I miss our home, Joseph, but we must keep moving.
I know, Mary. We must trust in God's plan.
They stayed in Egypt for a long time. They waited for God to tell them when it was safe to return. Joseph worked hard to provide for his family. Mary took care of baby Jesus. They faced each day with courage, trusting in God's protection. God watched over his son. Even in a foreign land, Jesus was safe. He was loved. God was with them.
Herod is dead. It is safe to return to Israel.
Joseph was relieved. He thanked God for his protection. Finally, they could go home. Joseph, Mary, and Jesus left Egypt. They went back to the land God had promised them.
Thank you, Lord, for keeping us safe.
Matthew tells us about Jesus' birth, not just as a nice story, but as a fulfillment of God's promises. Micah, the prophet, had written, "Bethlehem, out of you will come one who will be ruler over Israel." Jesus' birth in Bethlehem wasn't a coincidence. It was God's plan all along. Everything about Jesus' birth, the wise men, the star, even Herod's evil plan pointed to God's plan. This baby, born in a humble stable, was the King of Kings. He came to save his people. Matthew reminds us that Jesus is the promised Messiah, the one who brings hope and salvation to the world.